We kick things off in bustling Thailand, where archaeologist Luke is zipping around on his scooter. Luke escapes again. At the train station, Luke barely boards in time and eventually dozes off. He dreams of exploring ancient ruins and stealing a golden mask. When he wakes, he finds a mysterious woman, Esme, seated across from him. Esme explains she tracks down rare paintings, and the men nearby? They work for her. It's chaos. Esme tries to take the tube, Luke fights back, and plates start flying. Esme kicks, Luke dodges, and in a twist of quick reflexes, he locks her in the bathroom and climbs onto the roof of the train. He tries to leap onto a water tower but misses, crashing through a roof. He calls his team again, asking for a pickup. Meanwhile, in London, Luke's sister Charlotte is locked in a messy divorce. Her ex Harold wants full custody of their son Thomas. Not great timing, especially when Luke shows up out of nowhere at her museum job. Luke tries to charm his way in, suggesting Charlotte join his adventures like they did with their dad. She declines, being a mom comes first. As she checks out a painting he points to, Luke swipes a different one. And Luke sprints away. Charlotte follows, demanding the painting back. He says she can have it, if she gets in the car. A thrilling escape follows. Crazy turns, police sirens, and a Murphy and Deb. Charlotte recognizes them from her dad's old team. The painting turns out to be the wrong one. Luke offers to give it back, then knocks Charlotte out with knockout spray. She wakes on a park bench, furious, and runs back to the museum, where Inspector Jamal is already on the case. Charlotte's now a suspect. When she tries to get Thomas, Harold refuses. Furious, she confronts Luke. Owen reveals he's dying, and has hired Luke's team to find the Mountain of Youth. Charlotte thinks it's a myth, but Luke points out how many cultures wrote about it. That can't be a coincidence. The team believes Guardians have protected the fountain's location for centuries. Luke suspects Esme is one of them. Apparently, 6 artists from the 1600s hid clues to the location in different paintings. Each painting includes secret Latin markings, 6 canvases, 1 path, and strange letters. The team needs Charlotte's help to find the real Rembrandt. She refuses, until Owen offers his legal team to help her with custody. Later, at a cafe, Luke is researching the Vanderbilt family when Esme shows up. She warns him to drop the mission, or she'll take out his whole team. Luke tells Charlotte he found the right painting. She's skeptical, but eventually agrees to help. The team travels to Ireland, where a sunken cruise liner may be hiding the next clue. With high-tech drones and flotation tanks, they recover the liner. Charlotte uses an old map to guide them on board. But danger looms. Something appears on the radar. A helicopter drops off Esme and her men. Inside the ship, Charlotte finds some alcohol, while Luke uncovers a box marked Vanderbilt. Inside, bingo, the painting. They celebrate briefly, but Esme takes her hostage. As the ship sinks, Charlotte fights back and throws Esme overboard. The siblings escape and are rescued. Back in London, Harold gives Charlotte custody. He's moving to Japan. She realizes Owen arranged this. The team deciphers the next clue using the new painting. It spells wicked, pointing to the infamous Wicked Bible, a 1631 misprint of the King James Bible. They wonder, what if the mistake was intentional? To arrest the siblings, but Qasim bursts in with armed men. Luke offers himself and the paintings in exchange for his team's safety. Qasim agrees. All finds the Wicked Bible quote still on the screen. Later, Luke dreams again. He drinks glowing water and watches Charlotte and Thomas age rapidly. A voice warns, "Don't drink." He wakes up on a plane. They're heading to Austria, where the last Wicked Bible is kept. Thomas is now along for the ride. At the Austrian National Library, a generous donation from Owen gets them in. They study the Bible, uncovering a second misprint and strange codes. But Murphy sees Esme arriving. Easily. At their hotel, they find a repeated number pattern, only digits 1 to 7. But what does it mean? Charlotte decides to leave for Thomas's safety. But Thomas has a breakthrough. The digits match musical notes. He plays the tune, and it translates to "water in the desert." It's an ancient song tied to the 7 wonders of the world. Overlaying the wonder locations with the painting map shows a match. Except the pyramids of Giza. That must be where the fountain is. Owen convinces Charlotte to join by promising full security. That night, Luke dreams again. This time, he's corrupted by a black substance. Charlotte questions Owen's motives. Could he want to sell the fountain? Meanwhile, in the Vatican, Esme gets a sacred key to prevent anyone from drinking the water. The team arrives in Egypt and finds hidden chambers in the pyramids. Owen grows impatient and forces his team to dig. The professor objects. Owen has him thrown out. Charlotte argues too, but Owen shows a colder side. Outside, Jamal shows up with police, but is turned away, then returns with backup, and a battle breaks out. A large structure. Owen wants to use explosives. Everyone protests. Young Thomas saves the day. He plays an ancient instrument, triggering pipes that move the structure. Charlotte strikes a gong, and something incredible begins to happen. Using only one hand, Charlotte manages to shift the structure, revealing a hidden lift. Once the security team is neutralized, Jamal agrees to join forces with Esme. Together, they storm into the pyramid and eliminate the remaining guards protecting the open structure. Esme finds a rope in a bag, which they use to rappel down the lift shaft. At the bottom, the team arrives in a strange corridor covered with paradoxical inscriptions. They reach a dead end, featuring a carving of the Tree of Life. Charlotte takes an amber stone from a statue of the goddess Nonette and places it on the tree. The wall opens, revealing another chamber, this one perched high above the ground. Luke touches a jewel on a carving, triggering stairs to emerge from the walls. The group descends and discovers another chamber hidden beneath a small hole in the floor. In the center lies a shallow pool, which seems to be the fabled fountain of youth. Charlotte reminds everyone of the inscriptions. If someone seeks a blessing without being ready, they might receive a curse instead. Owen pressures Luke to drink first, becoming aggressive. Sensing something's off, Charlotte guesses that Owen isn't actually dying. Owen coldly admits he came to sell the fountain's power and shoots Luke in the arm to force him into compliance. As Luke touches the water, the chamber begins to fill, forming a true fountain. His blood drips into the water, which lifts him gently as his hands glow. Luke sees a younger version of himself reflected in the water, but also a terrifying vision of Charlotte and Thomas rapidly aging. Choosing his family over eternal youth, Luke pulls his hands away. In return, the water heals his injury. Enraged, Owen fires again, but the water shields Luke and sets him down safely. Owen then adds his own blood to the fountain. As the water surrounds him, Esme uses the key on a wall, her own life instead. Owen drinks and instantly begins to age, writhing in agony. The water surges wildly. Esme strikes a newly revealed gong, causing every door to start sealing shut. The ground hole closes too, prompting the team to race back up the stairs, leaving Owen behind to perish. As they ascend, Owen's bodyguard slips and falls to his death. Luke nearly falls too, but Esme catches him. They dodge collapsing corridors and make it out just in time. Outside, Jamal admits that Owen was the real villain behind everything. Esme, moved by Luke's selflessness, kisses him on the cheek before saying goodbye. The siblings are ready for their next adventure, and Thomas says he already has an idea. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications to catch more stories like this. Thanks for watching.